All right. Byzantines, Lithuanians. And catching up to live time. Breakfast is down, but not out. And lame's Margugu. So now Margugu doesn't have the goats anymore. Nice job there from Breakfast. Map is Haboob. They are very close together. And we have a key difference in that Margugu is taking the more plentiful wood line. And Breakfast is taking the wood line on the backside. Remember, you cannot wall on this little stone tile. You can still small wall in your villas, though. So there's not that big of a difference. Actually noticing there's also 3 goats going this way. So 2 goats got killed, and then 3 goats got stolen. This is actually a pretty big deal. But Lithuanians start with extra food, and Margugu is going to push in some deer. Breakfast, however, seeing the deer are moving, is going to shoot the ostrich. I think he was going to shoot the ostrich, and then he decided against it, and he wants to steal the ostrich. You know what's better than killing an ostrich so your opponent can't eat it? Killing it underneath your TC. His scout is weak now, so I think he should probably go back to his original plan and just kill that thing. There you go. Margugu says, you stole everything. Not my ostrich. Classic Margugu. And Breakfast says mine now. Yes, I like it. Let's get the chatter going. And so, a bit of drama, right? Breakfast might need to be, go to some extremes to get some victory here because he's lost the first 2 games in a best of 5. And laming, obviously, one of those opportunities. Margugu hits Feudal Age first, kills the scout, though. And is going to open with an archery range here. Does have enough food to work with here. I think where it gets tricky is getting horse collars probably out of the question. But should be able to start farming here shortly. Now, the goats are actually here. It's kind of funny because Breakfast now doesn't have goats underneath the TC. And Margugu will be applying pressure. The same thing he did in the previous game, pretty much. Spears and skirms. So, and apparently Breakfast lost a villager to a boar. I'm noticing. Yikes. And goats have been found. Ooh, double yikes. Not the things you want to be happening. Oh no, oh no, oh no, Margugu. Margugu almost found the goats. Yeah, it is weird that Margugu doesn't have a charger for his phone in the bedroom. I feel like I always have my phone right next to my bed. Kind of a weird thing. Is the story believable? Taxia, what's up? Says, when are you going to start streaming 4 to 5 days a week? We missed you, bro. Come June, I'll be back to 4 to 5 days a week again. I did have a video on extras about it. Basically, life has just been extremely busy. And it will be for, I'll be streaming the next 4 days, and then I'm gone again for 10. And then come June, I'm pretty much back to my normal self, so. Looking forward to the stuff, the life. But also very much looking forward to getting into a little rhythm again. So I'm someone who thrives on routine. Haven't had as much routine for the last few months. Not 45 days a week, 4 to 5 days a week, guys. Margugu killed the goats with this spearman. I want to replay this, actually. Margugu says mine now. I want to show you what Margugu did here, okay? So the TC was focusing on this spearman, and he kept moving the spearman so he could bring in another spearman to kill the goats. Obviously, Breakfast realized and tasked the TC there, but that's some high-level spear micro from Margugu. And in a series where it already feels like Margugu is just outclassing him. It's just gotten a little bit worse here, and Breakfast says, now that's rude. I think T90 needs to ask chat before he goes off on his holidays. Well, it hasn't been just holidays. Unfortunately, I lost... Actually, I'm not going to have time off for this, but an unfortunate thing that has happened on top of all my craziness with plans is I did lose my grandfather this week, so I've just been very stressed because of the loss, and then also traveling, helping friends with the wedding, and then the plans with the wedding, and then we're going on a trip to Alaska, which I'm excited about, but then I have all this content to plan, and then where was I? Where else was I? I think we were somewhere. I don't know. It's just been a lot of stuff. So, Yeah, you know, I'll be back in normal swing come June. Appreciate the love, guys. But yeah, kind of a sucky thing is I can't actually go home for the funeral because we will be away, which I'm not too pleased about. But Margugu coming with Vils now. It's about to get very spicy here. And he is going to attack the archer range with his villagers. And, I mean, I thought it was going to be a tower initially. Feels like a tower so you can attack the range could be an idea for him. What is happening? He's trying to steal a farm! Don't garrison! Don't let him do it! Oh, he's trying to steal a farm. He stole a farm and deleted it. Margugu is farm stealing underneath the opponent's TC, but you can only steal the farm if the opponent isn't farming on it. What was that? Man, can you imagine if Margugu loses this game and then loses game 4 and then loses game 5? Can you imagine? I mean, this is some next level trolling here. Margugu forgot to stay humble, guys. You have the emote. Subs anyways. You forgot to stay humble. This isn't very humble. TCs don't hit anything, dude. Town centers are so bad. But it's still... Another villager goes down. 4 villagers lost for Margugu. The efficiency has still been incredible, though. Behind all this, I should say. So, great job with timing on the farms and the eco. The fact he didn't build a tower is incredible. Where's the tower? Oh, Breakfast made a tower on the wood line. Yeah, which does make sense if you're in a normal game, because you think the army might come over there. So he actually can't do a lot to save his archer range. He is going to add scouts because he's up against a lot of skirms, but then there's spearmen waiting for Margugu. And if those, as long as there's spearmen here, this could be good. Are we going to see a TC drop right now? Margugu is town center dropping Byzantines. He is TC dropping here. Game 3, tournament qualifier, $45,000 prize pool. And he feels as though if he could just simply relocate his eco here, that he could still get this done. Now, it's honestly, as stupid as it sounds, if he can make a mill here, it's not a bad strat. But the farming efficiency is a problem. The TC's going to go up. Not very humble from Margugu. And now, like, Breakfast should just garrison 10 vills and just shoot this bad boy down. And normally when you see TC drops, you see it work because the person who's TC dropping has more HP. Byzantines have more HP. Margugu has brought the fight to the stronger town center. Which is crazy. I don't think Margugu thinks he's another civilization, by the way. I mean, just the feel of these games from when I've been casting, Margugu has simply been better. And they had fun. There's the trash talk. There's the ha 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 ha, hee hee hoo hoo, fun stuff. So, you know, I think they're just having fun. Tower on the wood line's huge. Yeah, I agree. Tower on the wood line's huge because now Margugu can't pressure the wood. Funnily enough, the tower was not so good before the TC came up. So, we'll see how this goes. Certainly gives Breakfast a chance. Margugu is out of wood. Margugu has brought farmers to come take wood. It costs so much to repair a TC. Yeah, Breakfast is... Oh, he's 1,700. I didn't know he was 1,700. I thought he was like 2K. Yeah, so Breakfast is 1,700. Margugu is like 2,500. So there's a big elo difference here. This has added a lot of entertainment. Oh no! Breakfast goes right where the TC was. And is going to massacre the farmers. Margugu and his lack of humility is going to take us to a game 4. Which throws us completely off of schedule, by the way. The series, I was expecting a Margugu 3-0. And then we could move on to the next series. Margugu is going to still fight. Kicking himself, maybe. And another villager is going to go down. And maybe Breakfast will get some confidence off this. Couple of shout outs here, guys. Thanks for coming back with so many subs today. Thank you, Mike, who says he's new. Appreciate it. Thank you, Radna, for the 38. Back to what I was saying, though. I've said this a bunch the last 2 days, but some of you guys probably didn't hear. I'm streaming tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then I'm gone again for a week and a half. I'm headed to Alaska, so we'll have, like, I'm already recording YouTube content, so we'll have some fun casts. YouTube will be stacked and loaded, but I won't be streaming as much because of that. And then come June, pretty much for like 3 to 4 months, which has been rare for me, just normal routine. And I'm really excited for that. We have some events planned. It will be good to have my daily streams back, so... Trying to think if Margugu can win this game. I just don't see it. He doesn't have food eco. So, you know, if you don't have food eco, you're going to struggle. Now, what could actually win him the game is if Breakfast forgets to repair the TC and loses the TC war, and then he can villager rush. But the wood is always there for Breakfast to repair. So, yeah. T90, when you go to Alaska, can you post some pics of the scenery to Instagram when you go on the hiking trails? Yeah, I'll try and document some of it. I don't really do the social media game all that much, as you probably know, but I do make posts on occasion. I might toss some stuff up. My priority will be having a good time and making memories, which in 2024 I think is overlooked. Sometimes people are too focused on other people seeing the memories and not really being in the moment, you know? But I think if I can get some good photos, there's nothing to stop me from tossing them up at some point, so. Where in Alaska? We're going to Denali State Park. We're going to be in Fairbanks. We're going to be in Homer. We're going to be in Anchorage. So we are going to be all over Alaska. Again, the big thing for Breakfast is he just has wood. And he also has farms. I mean, I'm amazed that Margugu isn't dead yet. How is Margugu still alive in this game? It's actually sick. Can Margugu win this? Breakfast seems to be struggling. If Margugu wins this game, this would be crazy. He was at such a disadvantage for so long. It doesn't seem like his farming eco can get raided anymore, so he has those farms. Breakfast is actually going to run out of these farms soon, funnily enough. And he's getting out microed with the Skirmisher Spear War. I think Margugu wins this game. It's just in crazy execution, I guess. We're going to see a blacksmith from Margugu, so he might be trying to save for fletching. I don't know how much that helps in a TC war. I don't think it's going to hurt, so. Expect to see some bears if you go hiking and practice appearing to be dead. Lol, lol. Dude, I got bear spray, and I'm going to have a big old horn, all right? And if the bear can take that, he can eat me. It's fine. The bear deserves it then. Yeah, I'm well aware. I'm like, I want to see crazy stuff, but I also would prefer to survive the trip, you know? So it's like, how about I just give the bear like a piece of my arm, you know? I'd settle with that, but you know, we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking I should just find a plentiful river with lots of fresh salmon and just hang out there. I think that's the best place to avoid bears from what research I've done. Basically, before you become a video game streamer, you get a lot of education from you know, video games and Twitch. And that's what they said. They said, if you want to avoid bears, just go right next to the fresh salmon. And I love salmon, so that's exactly where I'm going to be. Margugu's going to win this game. Margugu's going to win this game. His parents have been saying for years, you gotta eat breakfast. And finally, he decides, I'm going to eat breakfast. And I'm going to also eat breakfast TC. And I'm going to stay humble while doing so. The guy's got 2 minutes of idle TC time against 9 minutes. His farming eco is working. Breakfast is kind of not really. Breakfast does have a scout, though, which could kill these skirms. So that could be an issue for Margugu. Oh, man. This game could honestly go on for another 10 minutes. There's another series starting soon. The schedule has been ruined. Or has it been improved? This is fun. I'm having way more fun casting this game than I thought I would after the first 2 minutes of Feudal Age. Breakfast needs to... A big issue for him is he's repairing with all of his vills. You need to keep 10 in there and then repair with the others. Your villagers repair pretty quickly. So keeping just some consistently repairing and keeping the max amount of arrows is so important here. Margugu has actually done an incredible job. He has given Breakfast an opportunity with this strategy, essentially, to beat him. He's just been so active, such a nerd. And he's winning the TC war against Byzantines right now. Somehow. Oh my god, I forgot that people bet channel points on this. Can someone share the odds? People who bet on Margugu with channel points are going to be furious. In the previous game, it was 100-1 odds. Oh, I forgot about the gambling. Oh, no. Oh, there's going to be some real drama. I love it, too, because we don't have any rewards for the channel points. So it's not like you guys even really get anything from them. But I think is still, you know, fake internet points are still fake internet points. So Margugu's losing his spears. He's got vills here, though. He's got some vills. He's going to kill the skirms. He's going to kill the scouts. He's going to bring in another spear at some point. And he still has to keep repairing with the TC. Guys, when does this end? We are 31 minutes into a 9-villager start game. When does this end? Also, shout out to Dave in my chat who said breakfast is scrambling and is making all the breakfast jokes. We got most of those out of the way in game number 2, Dave. You missed it, but I'm proud of you. What's the damage count in the TCs? Good question. We are nearing 20k damage dealt and taken from these town centers. But Margugu's has dealt 20k. And Breakfast has dealt 17.5k. And I think it's because of how frequently he is pulling all of his villagers out. These 10 villagers right here. This is how many people watching this right now on Twitch are. Okay? They haven't gone outside to repair. They haven't done anything. It has been such a lazy day. And we respect that, right? I feel like sometimes people judge that. I think more people should stay inside their town centers and fire arrows all day. I think that's fine. Also fletching. Fletching is really good. Yeah, but how much extra damage does fletching add? Is it just like the 1? Or is it 1 from each arrow? How does that work? I don't know, man. Okay. Here we go. Skirm War. Fletching obviously contributes... Actually, contributes very little in the Skirm War, but it still, you know, contributes something. And Margugu just has more. He is faster, trash. He has better micro, and he has used the speed of his, you know, his ability and also the units very nicely here. Still 10 vills inside both TCs. You can tell Breakfast learned. Do I even need to be here at this point? Like, I'm pretty certain, because I've got to do some stuff. I got to go to the store. I think I could go pick up my groceries, come home, and we would still be staring at this, right? I take it back. I think if Breakfast had a tower here and a tower here, then I could go to the store and come back, and we would still be in the same situation. I do actually think he could have farming problems. And essentially, Margugu could out-farm him while TC dropping him. You could probably go to the store and get breakfast. Yeah, maybe I should. Memento, thank you for the prime. I show up to stream to supply unbelievable amounts of entertainment. I put in, well, let's not pump it up too much here. All right, today was not meant to be unbelievable. But listen, effort is put in, okay? We're not going to argue on the percentage of effort, all right? But certainly can tell you that however much effort or energy into my ideas and casting that I have, anything that I could control could not compare to what is happening here. This is unique. Also, I wonder if it's worth it for Margugu to attack the archery range to take it out, because, well, I guess there's another one here, but Breakfast is really sure making a lot of skirms. Margugu needs to repair again. He's going to repair again. We're going to see skirms. We're going to see spears. We're going to see scouts. We're going to see skirms. We've got 57 vills for 60. Just a bit of advice as well, guys. If you're going to try and get any of your buds into Age of Empires 2, don't show them this game, all right? This is probably, like, this is probably not one to get people excited about Age 2. Maybe pick any other game. Or maybe they just become kind of a sicko who is the TC dropper on the team if you show them this game. We all have that one guy. What's the first name of that guy who always has to do the random crazy stuff that annoys everybody else? We all know one. I certainly know one. First name starts with D and ends with Ave. Or R in Ubenstock, I guess. Scouts go down. Spears go down as well, though. And, you know, we just continue to climb towards 100 population here in the great TC drop and skirm and spear war of 2024. I actually forgot what year it is. Mike, Jeff, Mitch, Spencer. Oh, those names just match the strategy so much. Mike. I've never met a Mike, a Jeff, a Spencer, or a Todd that wouldn't be like that. More rages from breakfast. Actually, guys, this is a big deal. What's the efficiency on these villagers? 60%. This is a big deal. What about the lumberjacks here? 68%. Oh, man, the efficiency. This is actually really competitive. Like, it's obviously silly, but it's been well fought. You could see now why Breakfast was at 2K before. I was told he was there before and he's not now. Oh, we have another counterattack. Margugu does still have spears around, though. This feels like it's from a campaign. This right here. Like, you know when you scout different areas and it gives you an eco boost? And a couple dudes? This is the eco boost and the couple dudes. And Red's about to go scout it, only it's not a campaign, so he's kind of got to, you know, go pillage the village, but... Oh my goodness. Someone says Margugu should send a Vill forward to lame the farms. He was stealing farms underneath Red's TC before. Like, he was already kind of doing that. Okay, every time you look at these fights, it's Margugu microing. Here comes Red. Margugu has spears around. He did lose one Vill. Now 2 Vills, actually. And maybe 3. But it looks like he defends from the Breakfast. And then Breakfast was microing there, and Breakfast lost everything here. Is this it? Is this where Breakfast feels he can't compete anymore? He can repair the TC, but if he starts to lose all these farmers, Margugu can continue to overwhelm him with skirms, kill all the Vills, and then maybe even get to Castle Age. Would have liked to have seen a tower from Breakfast here much earlier. Just buying some stone, just one tower there would make it awkward for Margugu. Margugu's buying food. Margugu's going to go Castle Age. Look at the refresh. Boom, boom, boom. This is a wood game. And he clicks up to Castle Age. What? Margugu. Man, I wish I would have told the story about how Margugu's doorknob fell off and he was locked in his own room for 7 hours and lost to Nikov in the first qualifier of Warlords. I wish I would have told that story in full during this game because this game's definitely going to YouTube. I did tell it earlier. Maybe I can have Hardy include that at the very end. You can hear Margugu's statement. The funny thing is, if you go to Liquipedia, normally it says like why someone lost or won the game or whatever. Actually, Margugu is to be careful he doesn't lose his TC. It actually says Margugu was trapped in his own room and couldn't arrive at the scheduled time. It says that on with the tournament results. It's so funny. All right. Has this game been an hour and 15 minutes, or did I forget to stop recording something else? Oh, I think that might be the full series. Yeah, there's no way it was an hour and 15 minutes. Counterattack from Breakfast. Breakfast really struggling here and continues to get overwhelmed. He can't catch up here, Breakfast. He's scrambled. He's toast. He's bageling for mercy. He's, I mean, it's an English breakfast, right? Aren't there beans in an English breakfast? So you could say he's getting, I don't know. But Breakfast says WTF, that wasn't part of the deal. And now Margugu's going to add Knights. And Knights should probably finish this game. Crazy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We actually have Castle Age on the way now for Breakfast, though. Okay. Well, it's not like Breakfast, it's not like there was a deal. I think he just couldn't justify going up when Margugu could. And Breakfast gives him the GG, the good luck next. And Margugu gives him the GG, thank you, thank you. Margugu wins 3-0. Margugu was the favorite. I didn't see game one. We did see game two. Game two is kind of a stomp. It's kind of messy. It's kind of weird. It just very much felt Margugu was significantly better. And they were having fun here with the laming, with the chatter. That's Margugu's type of game, and he just upped it to the next level and gave us a very unique and entertaining game. Gotta say, incredibly talented to go against Byzantines who have the stronger TCs, win the TC war. And Breakfast is now in my chat. He says, oh no, game two was pretty bad. I'm glad you didn't see game one. Yeah, well, what I was just going to say is I think to really get the full series, to get the full picture, I think we should go back and cover that first game now. I'm kidding. We're not going to do that. Breakfast, salute to you for being a good sport and hope you had a good time. Honestly, it was really well fought here in game number two. And Margugu was just able to micro better, I felt. He took much better fights that whole game. And macroed pretty well as well to keep the resources collected above what his opponent was able to do. So Breakfast apparently has the speed as well, but just wasn't able to really have the decision-making be as proper as Margugu. And yeah, I guess if people want to hear the Margugu getting locked in his room story and this hits YouTube, you guys can enjoy that now.